Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Olga and I make only healthy cakes. Cakes without dairy, no eggs, no gluten, no soy and no refined sugar. And today I want to share with you my favorite recipe of a wholesome chocolate sponge. And I will be using this sponge, and I already posted a few videos with this recipe into a few cakes. And I will be using this recipe in the future as well with some adjustments, but the base is the same. I use this sponge recipe, chocolate sponge recipe, for wedding cakes, for birthday cakes, for a lot of occasions, and I always have the best feedbacks from my customers. So the best ever plant-based, gluten-free, refined sugar-free chocolate sponge recipe is coming up. Let's start with ingredients for this sponge. They are not too fancy, but they are extremely wholesome and so good for you, and especially for your kids. So the main flour that we will be using for our sponge is a quinoa flour, and I have a very special video of how to make homemade sprouted quinoa flour, so you can watch this video and decide if you want to do it. But of course you always can buy ready to go quinoa flour in any healthy store. Second flour that we will be using is brown rice flour, and it's totally up to you. You can use white rice flour or brown rice flour. I'm using brown rice flour. Good quality cacao powder, and I use cacao powder, not cocoa powder. My cacao powder is not roasted. It's a real amazingly flavorful cacao powder with tons of antioxidants inside. It remains the vitamins, minerals, everything from cacao beans. And I post in the description to this video the brands of raw cacao powder that I prefer to use, and invest a little bit more money into raw cacao powder instead of roasted cocoa powder. It is usually in roasted cacao powder usually has more dark color, but you will feel the most amazing chocolate taste of your cake. So this is very important because we make chocolate sponge right now. Tapioca flour is a part of our dry ingredients. Also ground flaxseeds. I prefer to use golden ground flaxseeds, but it is quite hard to find it. That's why usually I buy whole flaxseeds, whole golden flaxseeds, and then I ground it into my blender. Of course, a little bit of baked powder, baked soda, and a pinch of salt. The sweetener for this cake is coconut sugar, and I love to use coconut sugar into the sponges, especially into this chocolate one, because it gives us amazingly caramel flavor and taste for this cake. And you know that coconut sugar has a very low glycemic index, and it means it's better for your body, it's better for your kids, and anyway it's so good in the taste if we don't think about the health. But I hope if you're on my channel you think about the health. Oil for this recipe you can use two my favorite oils. It's a coconut oil or avocado oil. From a little bit cheaper oils you can use sunflower oil and probably grapeseed oil. So it's completely up to you. Plant-based milk. So because my sponge right now will be completely nut-free, I'm going to use oat milk. But if you are not worried about almonds, hazelnuts, something else, please use any other plant-based milk. And a little bit of good quality pure vanilla extract. That is all. Before starting the whole process, the mixing our ingredients, please preheat your oven up to 320 Fahrenheit if you use conventional option, and if you have a regular oven, just preheat it up to 350 Fahrenheit. And let's get started with our ingredients. Into the jar, first of all, we add our wet ingredients. It's a milk oil, vanilla extract, and also sugar, and we just need to mix everything together. Once we combine all ingredients, we need to add into this mixture ground flaxseeds and tapioca flour. And right now our goal to mix everything into the one emulsion, so we don't need to see any lumps of tapioca flour. So we need to dissolve tapioca right now. Let me scrub a little bit of tapioca from the walls. And let me give it about like 30-40 seconds to emulsify everything again. We finished with wet ingredients, but we need to set it aside for about 5-10 minutes. Again, we need to give it time for our flaxseeds and tapioca to absorb the liquid. And now let's sift our dry ingredients. Our cacao powder, quinoa flour, I think it's baking powder, baking soda, and white rice flour. By sifting, we not only remove like big lumps, big pieces of flour or cacao powder, but we also combine all our ingredients. I didn't add my pink salt because it has crystals, so they're quite big for this sieve. Big pieces we just discard. Our dry ingredients are ready, and let's talk about the mold for the sponge. This recipe is ideal for 6 inches, it's 15-16 centimeters, around standard classic cake mold or cake ring. You can use any cake molds with removable bottom or with regular, or I prefer to use such rings because I make a lot of raw cakes, mousse cakes, so I have one mold for everything. And by making it into this 6 inches mold, you can get 2-3 layers of chocolate sponges, depends on what height you want to get into your cake. And that's it. So if you have such ring like me, you need to create a bottom first of all, and then I always put a parchment paper circle inside. Okay, again our bottom. Press it, make it tight. Put a parchment paper, parchment circle inside for any molds. And also I love to add parchment paper walls. To stick your parchment paper, you can wipe it with the coconut oil, with the avocado oil, or any other healthy oils that you will be using for this recipe. So I'm using pieces of paper towels. I wipe the bottom, the borders, because I want to securely put the parchment paper inside, so now it is not moving. Parchment paper walls and a small piece. So our mold is prepared. And now into a few steps we can add our dry ingredients inside our wet ingredients. One big plus of any gluten-free blends and any gluten-free flour, so you can't overblend your mixture. There is no gluten, so no worries. Once we combined all ingredients, we can help it with the spatula to scrub all possible dry things. And right now I want to leave my mixture in the mixer with the working mixer for about 2 minutes. So we finished. We have such consistency of our cream, and the last step to pour it into the mold. Here is our mold with our chocolate sponge butter, and now I put it into the oven with conventional option for 50 minutes, and I'm going to start checking it with a toothpick in 50 minutes. If you use a regular oven and 350 Fahrenheit of temperature, please start check your sponge in 40 minutes. So it was 50 minutes of baking. Let's check our sponge. Okay, so you can see that our toothpick is not dry, so we have a lot of butter, and it means that we need to bake longer, and I said 10 minutes more. So our sponge is ready. Here you are. And again, I want to show you how to check if it is ready. So you need quite a tall toothpick and just insert it in the middle. And if it comes completely dry, there is no any butter here, so it means that is all. And I baked my sponge for about 65 minutes using 320 Fahrenheit and conventional option. I always prefer to remove the sponge from the hot sheet because it can continue to make my bottom dry. And now we will remove it from the mold very easy because we used parchment walls. Just be careful, it is very hot. That's it. That is all. One more thing that I prefer to do, I prefer to put it down, upside down. Very easy to remove these things. Our amazing gluten-free and healthy chocolate sponge is ready. So next, please set a timer, just 20-30 minutes, and in 20-30 minutes you need to cover your sponge into the plastic wrap, and probably cover into 2 layers of plastic wrap and keep it refrigerated. Please do not leave it for a longer time. Your sponge will be still warm, but it's totally okay. I want to prevent becoming it dry on the side. So 30 minutes, cover and refrigerate, and that's it.